Welcome to Liberty Falls. Population, well, less than yesterday. Never been so glad to see backup arrive. Hell, lucky I'm still in one piece. I need you to look for survivors. Subdue any threats. Help me save this town. Copy?
Bullshit from the peanut gallery. Max armor.
Listen up. We've got 3 scientists unaccounted for. Last seen in town. Locating and extracting them is now your top priority. For a team who didn't expect to take on the apocalypse today, you're handling this well.
Otherwise, there's gonna be suppositories next. I ain't close to quit. Right in the fucking butt.
That must have been Dennis Riffle. Church groundskeeper. Good guy. Seems his luck. what you've been keeping locked up in here. A handbrake. The hell did Riffle plan to do with that?
Bonus points.
That's gonna attract some attention. Keep the hostiles clear. We need to build pressure behind that valve.
To be honest, I'd rather have a stove.
Hello?
Oh my gosh,
Hey,
it's so loud. I tried to text you,
uh, depends what time it was.
I texted you not too long ago. I texted you at 1:10 a.m. today. Texted you yesterday at 3:31.
1 a.m. or 1 p.m.?
Today, 1 a.m. today. Just
Uh,
like not too long ago before I called. And then yesterday at 3:31 p.m. I said, hey,
3:31.
that's yesterday.
Yeah, I think I was out at the time.
Okay, but I texted you today. I said, yo, before I called you. You didn't answer.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Um,
I was watching video. I was watching videos on my TV. I probably didn't look at it.
It's okay. Okay, well, I got news for you.
Okay.
Take a guess. Take a guess, though. Take a guess.
Hang on one sec. I'm just.
One more item crossed off.
Daniel.
This better be worth it.
Yeah, and what else?
I would assume his family.
No. I've talked about doing this for a long time.
Oh, taking him to court.
Yeah, it's
Y'all ain't
Wednesday.
upgraded your weapons yet.
You're going Wednesday.
Out.
Yeah. All I said is if they can help me get him to pay for daycare.
Okay.
And then on top of that, like the extra more child support, like the rest of it, and then if he could start picking up Nevaeh money from their schools on Friday. What do you think?
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, that shouldn't be.
Like, do you think that like I'm not like it's plain and simple, yo. It's not like I went there to like attack. It's just plain and simple, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Honestly,
Well, he's making a big deal about it.
of course he is.
He's like, I'm gonna get off age. What's your thoughts? Oh shit, I laugh. He's like, I'm gonna get off age. I'm gonna tell age I'm not gonna be on age anymore. What's your thoughts?
Well, that'd be his fucking prerogative, honestly.
And then, so when I decided decided to take us to court. This bitch tells me he has a kid on the way.
Anything to get away from it, obviously.
Probably, but I'm like, yo, like, what does that have to do with me? You having a kid on the way? He's like, that's why I've been stressed. Bitch, that's not my problem. I don't care if you have a kid on the way. Shit. I don't know how the courts are gonna play out on Wednesday, but I hope that they choosily reside.
Well, remember to make sure to mention the time he came to the house.
Oh yeah, because I feel like followers on Team Microsoft mentioned the times that like he's been threatening you.
Well, not even the times he's threatened you, but the actual time that he came to the house and like, oh, he threat or did something to the house or did something to with the.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
And then mention that your kids were there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the courts would have to take that. We'll have to take that into account.
Oh, 100%, yeah. But he hasn't really done it. Like he hasn't really.
No, it doesn't matter if he's done anything since then, but it still needs to be documented.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care if it's only happened then. It's still endangering your kids, like 100%.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll mention
You can't make excuses and say, oh, it's only happened this one time. Bitch, it doesn't matter if it happened that one time. It shouldn't have happened at all.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I'm gonna mention that because the duty council will be the one that represents me or Nathaniel. So I'll definitely explain that to her and say, like, look, like, I can't co-parent with this guy if he's on an unstable level with threatening and doing crazy things like that.
Looks like you already found some parts.
That was your thought.
Did you ever get the police report?
Not Janus sanctioned.
No, I
Doesn't matter
haven't.
now, does it?
And the thing is, I didn't have to track it down because I thought I would need it for, like, CPS, but I guess I don't really need it because CPS hasn't been involved.
No, but it's not about having it. I told you it's not about having it for CPS. It's about having it for court.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I haven't obtained that.
But the courts can technically look it up. If the judge can look it up on their computer and just say, there is a police report. I did not have the money to pay for the report, but there is a report on file if you want to look at it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. But you know what? I think this is about time that I bring Nathaniel back to court because, like, I don't got time for back to the thing, like the drama shit. Like, what's your thoughts?
Well, nobody's got time for that.
Exactly, bro. Like, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, he's just a big old baby, man. Like, mad over. What is he mad about? Like, I don't get it. Like, bruh, like, you can't be mad. When you decide to have kids, not, like, this is your reality, I guess. Crazy, but we'll see how it plays out. Like, I'm pretty excited for that. So, well, nervous, but excited, you know what I mean?
Did you document pretty much all your guys' interactions?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go through all the interactions with the courts, the ones that you think would matter the most, and bring those up.
Never too old to be a bad
Well, yeah, because what matters to me the most in our interaction is very reasonable. Sorry, your theme is so loud or shit, but he's not very reasonable, and I feel like he just doesn't want to come up with different alternatives or solutions. Where it's like, okay, like, are you gonna be picking up your kids from the school, like from their school on Fridays, so I can have Fridays to myself? What's your thought?
Well, yeah, exactly. But the thing is, you just got to make sure to document your, make sure that you're going through all the documents properly, so that the judge is aware of everything.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? Because that's the main, like, with their interactions is that he doesn't seem to be very compromising. And it's, like, stressful because it's like, bro, like, I can't sit there all the time and argue with him. Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, I don't even know, what's his excuse of not picking up his daughters from their school? Oh, I don't have to wait there. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna get there. That's bullshit. What the fuck?
Well, he thinks he's too good for that, though.
Probably, but I just think it's bullshit.
No, he thinks he's too good for the bus. He thinks he's Mr. You know, he thinks he's Mr. Gangster. He doesn't think he needs to use a bus.
Oh, but we'll just see how court goes. We'll see how it plays out. I just hope that they resign with me, because, you know, like, I mean, it's no competition or nothing, but it's just like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I don't have to go through this, you know?
No, I get it.
Like, this is just not fair because we just, it's just not fair. It's just not fair that he has to fucking cause me problems. It would be so freaking simple if he just fucking just picked up the girls from school on Fridays and stuff. Like, that's the only thing that I asked for. But you know, we need to make it so fucking simple. When it comes to it, it's like, oh, I'm gonna make it difficult on you anyways. Like, what's the fuck? What's your thought?
No, we get that. Well, you and I know that.
That's cool. That's right. How have you been?
I've been alright. Although, I've been dealing with shit, so.
Like what?
Well, AJ came and went back to Fort Mac, so I had to deal with those emotions.
Sorry to hear that.
And then, on top of that, my hours are still not good. And so, they tried to call me, on, what is this, Sunday? They tried to call me on Friday or no, it would have been Saturday. At like, so my normal shift is I normally work till at like noon till like 4 or 3, right?
Yeah.
They called, these motherfuckers called me at 20 after 12.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I hadn't slept and I was in bed sleeping at the time. And then I hear, but they leave a message, and the message is so fucking disrespectful that I was like, really? Hang on, I'll tell you. It's on my phone still. It's on voicemail. Oh, here it is.
Is your voice note does the translation?
Yeah, but you got to take in context what I read is going to be a little distorted a little bit, so you got to kind of fill in the gap. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So overall it says, Jesse, work. When you call somebody to come in and they don't come in because the schedule is up, but how can you sustain about hours? I get why they're mad. Yes, I still need, but then.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it said.
Oh, wow.
But I'm like, okay, so you want us to drop what we're doing, whether it be sleeping or maybe I'm out with my mom shopping or whatever, and drop whatever I'm doing to cover a shift. When you give your employees shit for not going through the proper channels to get hours covered.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like, Jessica, one of the people that is one of those voices after Jesse, she's mentioned in the group chat that they're no longer, if you need to release hours, you need to call the store first and then go through the other way. But I'm like, But you want us to do that, but you're not being respectful to what we're doing either.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
Because you want us to drop whatever we're doing at that moment to cover a shift. And then you give us shit because we don't answer the phone. Yet I could be out shopping with my mom. I could be doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, you know, my hours are cut, but if you want us to cover hours, you don't wait till 20 minutes after what would normally be my scheduled time. Like my normal time's 10 noon. So why would you wait 20 minutes after to call somebody? Why wouldn't you call them beforehand? Because you want us to be responsible and call the store ahead of time if we're not going to show up. So why can't you show that same respect when you want somebody's hour, when you want a shift covered?
Yeah, it makes sense. Have you find a new job?
I've been looking. Not really.
Where's that?
Yep. Alberta really is.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty that your current job is like they're just bullshit.
And the thing is, like, I don't know if I told you, but Devin, one of our managers, he got fucking fired.
You got fired?
He got fired.
For what?
We don't know. We just know that he got fired.
What was his position?
He was an actual manager. He was one of the store managers.
Is that the one that's getting on the plate?
No, that's Jesse. And that's a kitchen manager, not a store manager. That's different.
Man, I'm fired.
And then I go into work for my shift on Friday. I'm doing my job, and I'm doing it well. Like, I'm doing absolute the best, which is really and keeping up to everything. And as I'm putting away fucking dishes in the where they're supposed to be, both the new kitchen manager and the new general manager or whoever he is are both staring at me, judging me.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And I'm sitting there like, dude, don't even fucking start. Because, one, I've been here loyal, and you're just getting here. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, I looked it up in case they try to do something like that to me. So I looked it up.
Yeah.
And because I've been there for 10 years, they technically have to give me 8 weeks notice before terminating me. They can't just terminate me. They have to give me 8 weeks notice because I've been there for over 10 years. Like, if you're only there like 1 or 2 years, then you have 2 weeks notice. That's when you get 2 weeks notice. But if you've been there for 10 years, they have to give you 8 weeks. And I looked it up just to be safe.
Well, yeah. Because you don't want them to do anything illegal. But, like, that's shitty that your job is just, fucking strange. And this is after that manager went on vacation, right? Or what happened to her?
She had a baby.
Shit. And was anything resolved after you told her when she came to visit?
This is sweet.
No.
In a sweet dream, motherfucker.
'Cause I didn't tell her anything about it. I told Sue, which was one of the store managers who was injured, that had been out for a while, because she came in to visit, and she found it complete garbage. Like, she was not impressed. And then after that, she told me that she was going to talk to Devin about it, which was the one that got fired about not just like probably like a month after I mentioned it to Sue. They fired Devin.
Well, it sucks.
Oh, that's good then. So Devin was the one that's fucking shit up.
Well, no, because my hours haven't changed.
Yeah, that's a little bit strange. They probably have to like restore shit, right? Like put everything back in order. Because he must have did something pretty bad that they're like, oh shit, now we have to like.
No, because he was just doing what he was told. He was doing what he was told by the person that basically fired him.
Sue.
No, Sue did not fire him because she was already injured and already out. The person that took over for Sue, which is her name is Jessica, she's the one that fired him.
Oh wow. So Jessica should be fired.
Jessica they should be definitely accountable for whatever is going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could be stealing money.
No, they're just trying to. The problem is they're trying to save money by cutting costs however they can. That's what they're doing. They're saving money by cutting costs by basically just doing whatever they can to save a buck. Whether it be letting people go or eliminating people's hours. Whatever saves them money, that's what they're going to do.
Wow. And what about Bruce? He's never got fired?
No.
And what about his hours haven't got affected?
Nope.
Oh, wow. You must be upset about that, hey?
Wow. It's just a lack of respect.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, like that, or these job industries are just weird.
It's a total disrespect, what it is.
Sounds like it. Yeah, sorry that's happening still, goddamn. Yeah, sorry, just asked you for $20.
Well, that's why I haven't been able to give you anything, because my hours are still absolute garbage.
Yeah, no problem for that. Yeah, sorry, that's all.
Like, even, like I said, my rent just went up, and because of that, my mom had to pay for basically had to cover my rent. Yeah, my rent went up to $851. $851 is what my rent went up to.
Oh my god, that's too much.
And it went, you got to think my rent before that was $666, and then it went up to freaking $851. So that's almost a 200. That's close to That's almost close to $250 fucking increase. That's probably about a 30% increase.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's frustrating. Art to control the fucked up. I guess Michael's rent is going to about like 700 and something, he said.
I'm not sorry for him.
Because he believes in the stupid conservatives.
He deserves it.
I know. But he still listens to he's still a conservative.
Yeah, of course he is. He's an idiot.
I'm like, bro, why are you like listening? Like, why are you even voting for or believing in these conservatives that are literally fucking over? They don't care for you. And he's like, the kids have the days off for school, right? He's like, I still don't understand why the kids have days off when they literally have they had a whole month of a strike. And I'm like, well, they probably have the November holiday wait before the strike was even.
Well, they're not going to change a federal holiday like Remembrance Day because of this strike.
Exactly.
Like that is a federal holiday for a time for remembrance.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with the strike. That has to do with the federal holiday of remembrance.
Maybe he doesn't know that. Maybe he just doesn't actually know that. But I still think he's crazy for voting for the conservative money. That's fucking bullshit.
Like Remembrance Day is a federal holiday, so everybody would have some form of thing they would do for that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Like even when I was a kid, we would have half a day of school, and what we would do is we would do class and make remembrance wreaths, and then in the afternoon would be an assembly, and one of the teachers would play the trumpet for the remembrance, and then each class would put a wreath on this giant cross in remembrance, and then we'd go back to the class and just get stuff together and then go home.
One less mouth to feed.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But that's what we did. Like that was our Remembrance Day.
Yeah, I remember that. But like, I don't get why Michael votes for these conservatives. It doesn't make any sense. And then I found out with Kendra. So you know the disability tax credit thing, right?
Yep.
So apparently, you're not actually supposed to spend that money. And it doesn't make any sense why they're deducting the $200 when you get that money, but you're still not allowed to spend it. So what happened to her is she did spend the money, but they also deducted from her H check. Now H is saying that she owes $600. How does that even make any sense?
You feeling the rush?
Did they was there any stipulations on the $200 that it supposedly?
The letter said that she wasn't allowed to spend that CDC money. She needed to return it to Alberta Work here in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And give it to them or call this number to see what she can do with the money that she's getting. But that doesn't make any sense. Like, it's okay, so she gets that money, but then they're still deducting it from age, but she can't spend that money. Like, is this a trap? Like, what the fuck?
Well, do you think about it? You remember the relief fund that they gave you for people that claimed it during COVID?
What relief fund? Are you talking about the CERB?
Yes, there you go. So you know how you could get that, but no, I didn't either. But the thing is, you're supposed to claim it on your taxes, is what you're supposed to do, or whatever. And yeah, because it's still a taxable thing, right? CERB is still one of those things that is taxable.
But the thing is, we didn't need well for working CERB. But if you were getting you didn't qualify for CERB.
No, but my dad applied for it, is what I'm saying. And he still had to pay it back.
So you're believing that the reason why the whole government thing for H people is because that's what they're restoring, is that?
Or they want you to claim that $200 and pay it back on your and put it and claim it on your taxes.
That's so strange because like the way that they're taking that money off her check, her H check, and then they're also telling her that, when you get these payments, you can't spend them. So that's a trap. That's like pretty much setting, like that's just weird.
Yeah, it is definitely a big trap. And then you got to think if you're doing that, then eventually you still have to claim that on your taxes as well, because it's no money. Money like that is not going to be free. You're going to have to claim it at some point on your taxes.
Yeah, makes sense. I think that makes sense. So she said that she reached out to her MLA here in Edmonton,
Okay.
and her MLA actually is a NDP, and she also emailed that NDP emailed Marie Renando, who's actually the MLA. Well, she's the MLA of St. Albert, but she goes to the legislator and tries to vocalize about what's happening and stuff.
Yeah.
So most guarantee that since Kendra brought this up to their attention, it's obviously going to be a talk, because that doesn't make any sense to me how they want us to apply for this and then they're going to take it away.
Yeah, by taking it away, the way they take it away is by having you claim it on your taxes.
And that's why we can't spend that money.
Yeah. So that's how they take it away, is they make you claim it.
Okay, so that's illegal what Daniel Smith is doing, because that if we're not even allowed to keep those payments, there's no way there shouldn't even our age check should never be deducted at all. If we're not even allowed to have those payments. Hello?
Yeah, I know.
So that doesn't what she's doing is illegal as fuck.
Yeah, no one said she was right.
We need a fucking call, man. We need a recall, straight the fuck up.
What we need is someone that's fucking stable.
Yeah, because if you think about it, not when I think about it, I'm like, oh shit, if this is not just happening to Canada, this can happen to you, me, and also Michael.
Yeah, well, if it happens to Michael, I'd be happy. Because then it will prove to him that the thing about it might prove to him that the conservatives aren't on his side.
Exactly, they were never.
It might convince him that they're not on his side.
Well, there's two different conservatives. There's the progressive conservative, which is the good one, but the one that we're dealing with now, they're the most evil conservative. They're mega shit.
Well, I'm sorry, this might actually convince him that they're not in his best interest.
No, they don't care for people with. And then I go on Daniel Smith's fucking page. It just popped up. She's now caring about people with disability, like children. I'm like, oh, so now you're giving a fuck when you really.
Okay, so what the people, what is as sad as it sounds, like, usually politicians, if they care about a particular topic like that, it's usually because they have somebody in the family that has that problem. Because when when Ralph Klein was in power, I know you were too young for this, but when Ralph Klein was in power, what he did, he dropped the value on booze when he was in legislation, and the reason he did that was because he was an alcoholic. So he wanted to drop the value of booze because it affected him because he's an alcoholic. So what I'm saying is, most politicians will follow a path that usually is that they'll be passionate about, but it's usually because it usually has something to do with someone within the family, or someone they know, or a relative they know, or something like that. That's why I feel like if you want somebody to be in power to represent us, you got to find somebody who has a family member in our situation. Because otherwise they won't care. And my perfect example is her. That guarantees she doesn't have anyone with disabilities in her family. That's why she doesn't care about what's going on with us. But we want somebody in power, but that's because we want someone who understands us, because they might know someone in their family or they might have a child with our that have something that would qualify their child or family member with age. And it may not necessarily directly affect them, but maybe someone in their family or somebody they know. And that's why I say you want somebody who understands the people that are on age in power because they're going through it with somebody they know or someone in their family. Does that make sense? And because she doesn't, and she don't have anyone, or she doesn't know anyone, so because of that, she figures, oh, we can do this to them because this won't directly affect me. This has nothing to do with me or anyone I know. So we can hit these people.
Yeah, exactly right.
It is the most likely explanation I can directly come out with, and I figure it makes the most sense.
Honestly, we just need a better government, like a provincial government, and a better party.
And the thing is, when they did the Red Deer election, because they just did an election here in Red Deer not too long ago. Everybody, in theory, so what a lot of us wanted was to get rid of everybody that's in the office right now and start completely fresh. That's what we want. But I don't know if that happened.
So everybody in Red Deer does not like Daniel Smith then?
Well, this is a completely different office. This is the Red Deer office. This has nothing to do with that, like Daniel Smith kind of people. But this directly has to affect our city, like the people in our city. Like if you think about it, that's like basically voting for your guys' city councilman. That's what we were doing.
Oh yeah, because it's for the mayor, because we had that here.
Yeah, but we just had ours, and what we wanted was all new fresh faces in the office.
Oh yeah, that's good, because you don't want no freaking us.
Because the one person that had been, one of the people that had been running in the office, had been running for like probably close to a decade.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to. They didn't want to run anymore, which is good. But that doesn't mean that we didn't want to get rid of anyone else. Like we believe in having. We wanted a fresh start in our city, fresh faces.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. I think I can stop waiting for conservative shit.
And now, I think what we need to do is, besides get rid of Danielle Smith, I feel like if we get all new, fresh faces in that branch, then maybe we'll have more people involved that have more say in one particular area that might actually have somebody that's affected by age, who will be more more sympathetic towards our situation.
And that's the NDP.
Well, it's not just MVP. Honestly, it's not just MVP. Because there could be a liberal, there can be a conservative, there could be a democratic. Anyone of those four could have somebody that is affected by age. Anyone. It's not just one. It won't be just one set of candidates. It could be every candidate. But currently, we don't have anyone in legislation at this moment who is affected by age. And that's what we need to focus on, is having somebody who is affected by everything, so that everything has a fair chance.
Yeah, makes sense.
That way, they're not just going to be like, oh, we can get rid of these people, because majority of us don't have anyone like that.
Yeah, that's true.
We want to. It's basically, in some forms, it's a basic form of doing something for equal rights of everybody in Canada.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
But as it stands, because of how the situation is now, we don't have that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And that's why we're affected.
I don't know, because honestly, I can't really talk about politics with Michael. Like, you know, either just flash his head and be like, yeah, okay. I feel like that's a sensitive topic for me and him, to be honest, to talk about.
Well, for a lot of people, I think it is a sensitive topic. But it's not a sensitive topic in the ways it should be. It should be something that is yes, a sensitive topic in general. It should be, but it should be also one of those topics that is considered by all.
Exfil is no longer available.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But that is currently not happening.
But the thing is, if I talk to him about my beliefs on what I want to vote for, it's like, no, you're just believing the wrong. I'm like, I'm not going to say
Yeah,
that.
but see, everybody's going to feel that way. It doesn't matter if you're conservative or liberal. Everybody's going to think that your way is not the right way because of their belief. Everybody's going to have that stance. One person is always going to say, your way is not right because I think this way or I think this way. But everybody's going to think that because they think their policies are right. But it doesn't mean that anyone is right or wrong. That's the whole point of democracy.
Exactly. That's true. That's true.
Everybody has the right on their own opinion, but you don't lash out on them because your stance does not coincide with their beliefs.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think he needs to not believe conservatives no more.
Well, the real problem is he probably won't find. He probably won't have that stance. No, he doesn't. The problem is he only looks at certain things. He doesn't look at the real issues of the problem. It's not even real. It's not propaganda. It's just the real issue of the problem. That's not propaganda. Yes, but it's all about. It's not about the propaganda. It's about looking into the real what the real issue is, and he's not looking at that. He's not seeing that. He's looking at it one way.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, we definitely will start making the fuck up. I'll have to see. I'll have to see, I guess. So how's AJ and the girlfriend doing?
They're doing pretty good, I guess.
Good.
I haven't heard from him since he left, so.
Oh. You really miss when he was there and you can communicate with him, right?
Yeah.
Um.
I was fighting back tears when he left, so.
Oh yeah, I just saw him. You're probably like, Daddy, I'm okay, I got this.
But yeah, him and Ari went back, and I won't see him until maybe next year.
Oh, that's fun.
And I'm talking about like next year, maybe May or April, like when the school is out.
And he'll be home. Like, he'll stay at home.
And then they'll be coming back here. And then they'll be looking for work. But he says if he doesn't come back by April, if he doesn't come back by then, he'll be back by the year after that. He's hoping to be back by like no later than September, though. Hopefully. But he's not sure yet.
So, like, you don't know if they're going to have a Christmas?
No, he's not going to be here for Christmas.
You getting motion sickness?
Like, I already know he's not going to be around for Christmas. It's already established that he's not going to be home for Christmas. So I'm not even going to see him at Christmas.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Which really sucks.
Sorry to hear that.
So I'm gonna do Christmas with my mom and dad and the girls when they come down, but other than that, I'm not doing anything for Christmas. Literally just gonna be sitting at home by myself.
Next year you won't.
Well, this year I'm just gonna be. The kids are supposed to come down around New Year's, and then we're gonna have Christmas with them. But as it sounds like, my mom and I are probably just gonna have our Christmas with Colin and my mom and dad on Christmas Day and stuff. But as a family, we're not gonna, like, as a group family, we're not gonna be having everybody this year. So the girls are the only ones that are gonna be coming down around New Year's. The kids and AJ and Ari are not gonna be here, so I'm not gonna see my son. The only people I'll see is my mom and dad and the girls when they eventually come down.
Yeah. Well, at least you got to see him today, right? Well, it's
No.
still quite a long way.
No, he came down before Halloween.
Oh.
And then he left November 4th.
Okay. So him and Ari moved back, so like, is she living with you guys, or she has to live with her parents again?
So when we were all AJ and I and Ari were discussing that when they move back, if they can't find a place on their own when they get here, like if they have enough to get a place and stuff, when they if they have enough to move back down here, but they don't have a place to live by then, but they have enough to at least move down, they'll just move back into the house with me until they can afford it.
Yeah, but what happened if he doesn't move back in your house?
Yeah, if they do have a place to live, and then I will have to inform them that the long-term housing that he's not going to be here, and I will have to move.
Oh, shit. And are you still looking to move in with Bruce?
That was the original plan.
And you're probably going to have to find something for the room.
Hell ain't sitting in embarrassed.
Well, we'll get either an apartment or a trailer or something, and just.
Yeah, because right now, finding a place is like hard, and on top of that, rent is expensive.
Yeah, but with two of us working, it shouldn't be too bad. Like, our rent for a 2-bedroom would probably be about, I don't know what it is around here now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really
But with two people working, and especially him working full time, and even me with working and still having H, we'd still have enough to cover our bills.
Oh, yeah.
We'd easily have enough to cover bills.
Well, yeah, makes sense.
So he works full time. And his paychecks are about $700 or $800 a paycheck.
Oh, wow. I'll pay more than I can make a month. Okay.
Yeah. But lucky for me, I have H to fall back on.
Yeah, and he doesn't have that.
No. That's why his paychecks are like close to $1,500 a month, because he doesn't have H, but he pays for food for his mom and dad and his bills. But because of he's paying all his dad's debts right now, that's where most of his money is going. But when he moves out with me, then he's not gonna have that problem. Like, he's just gonna have to pay for. He'll just have to pay for himself.
That's not his problem for his dad.
No, it's not his problem to be paying for his dad's problems.
No, exactly.
Like, when he moves out, he's gonna have to tell his dad, look, I'm not gonna be around to pay for your guys' stuff anymore. You're gonna have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
He does have a fraternal twin sister who lives on her own too, so unless they take in her and her boyfriend / husband or whatever and her kids, I don't see how they're gonna pay it for their shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
Like, I feel like as it stands, his dad shouldn't be relying on him to pay their bills when it's his fault.
I understand that.
Like, he's a grown man in his like 60s or 70s, and yet he's relying on Bruce to pay for his mistakes, which is stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, that's really dumb for a person.
Exfil window missed. We'll advise when it reopens.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back to the same place again.
But as it stands, like, once Bruce moves out on his own, his dad's gonna have to find a way to pay for his shit on his own.
Oh, yeah.
You can't rely on Bruce to pay for his shit when he moves out, as being a grown up.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Don't sit there and try to, like, blame your son or fucking guilt your son into living with you so you can have him pay for your debt
Yeah.
for a mistake you did. It's not his problem. Well, his dad's technically retired,
That's why.
but he's probably gone through all of his severance.
Yeah, that's why it sucks for concerns.
Mine is earning stripes.
Yeah, you can't expect somebody to pay for your debts when they're not living with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about ready to deliver the beat down to end all beat downs.
It's not how the world works.
Right, that's true.
Otherwise, my parents could be like, oh, you know, we're in debt. We need you and Colin to pay for our debt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even if you're not living here, our bills are your responsibility. You have to pay for it. That's not how the world works.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Colin is lazy ass too. You're still having issues with your brother?
As always. These days, he thinks he's some big bad dude who's like friends with Hell's Angels and stuff, and they're his buddies and stuff, and they love him and all this stuff. He's done, you know, supposedly he's done favors for them over the years and stuff, so he knows them all, and they're all buddy, and I'm like, you're such an idiot. He's even tried to say that the Hell's Angels tried to recruit him before. I'm like, dude, you're so full of shit. It's coming out at both ends.
That sounds crazy. Yeah, it's schizophrenia.
I just think it's idiot frenzy. And then he's trying to like talk shit about, you know, how bad he is, and you know how that if he was to get into a fight with somebody, he could kill them and stuff. I'm like, dude, don't give me that shit. Like, you're such a fucking pussy. Like, come on. I'm like, and he's arguing with me, and I'm like, dude, I don't care how badass you are. All you need is one good shot to. Everybody's got a weak spot. Back of the leg or direct shot to the kneecap, and everybody goes down to your fucking size.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter how big and bad you are. One good shot at your kneecap, and you're down on one knee, and then all of a sudden you're the same size as everybody else.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Everybody is weak in the knees, whether it be the frickin' front of the knee or the back knee. It will take you down either way. But don't sit there and tell me how big bad you are. I don't care how bad you are. I'll take you down with one good knee shot.
Yeah, makes sense.
But you don't have the right to sit there and tell me you're such a big bad boy. And I know exactly how to bring somebody down who's always taller than me, because that's everybody. I'm used to people being taller than me, and I'll still stand my ground.
Yeah, makes sense.
The only time I've been knocked on the ground has been when people have surprised me and jumped me from behind.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, literally the last time I was knocked onto the ground, it was because somebody thought he was a badass, tried to pick a fight with me, Asked me if I was afraid of him. I'm like, no, because I have no reason to be. Next thing you know, I'm walking outside the doors of the mall, and the next thing you know, this idiot, pushes me from behind and knocks me on the ground and gives me three good shots to the ribs, kicks me 3 times in the ribs, and a couple shots to the temple.
Then what the hell?
And then I still sat up like Cain and walked away.
That's crazy.
Like, I don't care how bad you are. You give me 3 shots to the temple and shots to the ribs, and I'm still standing. Like, you obviously aren't that bad. You're obviously not that big and bad. If that was the case, I wouldn't be able to stand still.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But since I was able to get up and withstand it, you're obviously not that big bad. You're not even kind of scary. You're just a pussy
Well, yeah, exactly.
who wants to pick on a guy and jump him from behind, thinking you're such a badass. That's not how you fight. If I'm gonna go down swinging, I'm gonna go down swinging face to face, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna stay down.
Yeah, they don't give you enough time for it.
All I have to do, I'm strong on my legs. So all I have to do is fucking wrap my legs around your fucking neck, and you're gonna be fucking getting choked out.
Well, yeah.
You know those leg presses at the gym?
Yeah.
Well, the last time I did those at the gym, I pressed 300 pounds and did 10 reps.
Wow, that's good.
And that was the last time I was at the gym and was working on my legs. I did 300 pounds with 10 reps.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a short guy, and if I can do that with my legs, that just means I have a lot of leg power.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm not afraid of people. Like, I don't care if you knock me on the ground. If you're gonna knock me on the ground, make sure it fucking counts. Make sure I don't get up.
Oh, yeah.
If I get up, you're in big doo-doo.
I'm still standing. How about you, fuckhead?
That's the next.
Yeah, my brother wants to sit there and think he's some big bad boy. Please.
Yeah. Definitely a tough. That's for sure. Do you still talk to other Michael from Chicago? Or what's his name?
You mean Denver?
Oh, he's from Denver?
Yeah,
How's he doing?
he's fine. He's got himself a girlfriend.
Oh, man. That's good. That's good. I'm surprised.
Quicker than jamming C4 in your ear and twice as entertaining.
That's good. You guys talk every day?
No, he's working a lot of the time now. and then whatever free time he has, he spends with the girlfriend. So.
What about Sam? You talk to Sam still?
No, I haven't heard from her in a while. Probably been over a year.
Over a year.
That's good for them. She was all pissy because I was still friends with her ex-boyfriend Braden, and she's like, so she noticed, she saw that I made a post. I think it was the year I went to the Oilers game and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And she saw that post and stuff, and sends me a message saying, "No wonder you don't talk to me anymore." You know, I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm too old for that kind of fucking shit. Like, I don't care. If you want to be like that, you go ahead. I'm not gonna just dwell on stuff like that. Be petty like that. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm too old for that kind of crap.
Well, exactly. I definitely get something like that. Whoever is saying something that reminds me of Nathaniel. Because he does that. If he doesn't want certain people, he's talking to certain people, he gets upset. But they can't control who you're talking to. That's not, like, really nothing she can do. She can't be like, oh, Chris, I can't talk to that person, right?
Yeah. I don't care what people say or do. Like, I'm gonna talk to whoever I feel like it, and there's no one who's gonna sit there and tell me otherwise. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I guess it's better you guys not being friends.
It's whatever.
Just brushing your teeth.
Double points.
Does it work?
Look back on this Sunday and win my fucking ass off.
I feel like I'm losing all my teeth. Like, I don't have a lot of fresh teeth.
It's just another perk of the job.
And I have to turn to dentures, like, damage. Yeah, well, you know what? Sam is just exactly like Nathaniel. That's why they're meant to be friends. But yeah, you're right. You don't have time for drama. Like, I don't have a problem with you being with her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, no, don't care.
I mean, not like you're talking shit about her. Like, were you to him? Or
We don't even talk. We don't even talk about her. We're gamblers. We talk about gambling.
Yeah, see what the hell? It was her fault to introduce you to him, so, like, she has to blame herself. I think it's been over a year. Holy shit, that's fine.
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's been close to that.
That's long as fuck though, like that's crazy. Like you still have her on Facebook, do you still have these games with her at least?
Nope, she doesn't message me to game with her because she's busy gaming with her boyfriend.
Oh, probably not that. That's crazy.
And the thing is, her boyfriend doesn't like her playing games with people other than her and other than him anyway. So
Okay. That's controlling ass boyfriend. There's a controlling ass boyfriend. Hit the hay because when he cuts the snow, like for like one day and the rest of the week she's out.
yeah, because of Remembrance Day.
Yeah, and then Nevaeh has no school. She has no school today or tomorrow. She doesn't have school Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because she gets the ABC head start, right?
Yeah.
So, but Wednesday she won't be able to go to school because we have that thing. You want me to call you and keep you posted about it, or no?
Yeah, if you want.
I'm asking you because I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be around Wednesday.
I just don't want to know you when I pick up the time all the time.
No, I'll be around.
What the hell? I was watching this, oh, that's a close one. Hey, like, I'm back and looking and here, did you start doing the addition? Oh, so good. Yeah, I definitely have to go back to the because this too, I don't know, there's like there's on the side or like other side, but it's like, I have to play, but it's like a crack that's like, I don't know, like in the back of the TV. What the hell? I definitely have to call them and have to call them and see if they can probably gonna have to extract. They might as well just extract all my tapes if they really can't save them. It's
Let me stop you right there.
what's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a thought.
I can't really get them fixed because, like, I was thinking, like, oh, honestly, maybe I should give Nathaniel 50-50. But then I'm like, oh, maybe it's not the right time right now to do that. I should just wait until the DAP comes out. What do you think? And he still doesn't have a place. But, I don't know.
It doesn't really matter, even if you try to do that, because I know what he'll be like.
Or not. Yeah, you're right. So I should just take the primary then?
Yeah, because the very first thing afterwards, he's going to be like, he's going to complain that he can't handle it.
Okay, so I should just stick with primary then.
You and I both know he's going to bitch and complain that he can't handle it.
Oh, 100%.
Even if he gets it, it'll be like a few months later, and then he'll be bitching that he can't deal with it.
And I'll be like, oh, fuck these kids. Yeah, but I could see that happening. I could see it happening with 50-50 because it's not just Monique, it's also taking care of Nevaeh, because remember it was just Monique, right?
Yeah.
But now since it's Nevaeh, it's definitely going to be a lot more harder, that's for sure. And then on top of that, did I tell you he has another kid on the way?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I think that's crazy. He's crazy, man. Well, we'll just see. Well, actually, I shouldn't give a crap. Well, Michael was saying it's up to me. Like, Michael didn't, which it is up to me, but it's like, if I did it, like, maybe I should just pick the camera.
Well, we all know how he's going to react afterwards, even if you give it to him.
What do you think? I should just do with primary? Well, okay, so here's my thing. So when you had AJ sometimes and also working, are you also working?
Yep.
So you had to go see the dentist and stuff or whatever. Well, was AJ in daycare? He was in daycare, right?
Oh, he was in school.
Oh, okay, so he wasn't actually like in daycare.
No. When I separated from Shayna, he was already about 7. No, wait. He was born 2005. We were married in 2007. And we got divorced in 2014-ish.
Yeah.
13 or 14. So, and we were for 7 years. He was about 9 or 10 when, just over 9 or 10 when we got separated. So he was already in school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because Nevaeh is not really actually in school like Monique right now, which that's like 3 years from now. I think it's 4 years, because Nevaeh is at ABC Head Start, and then she'll be going to ABC Head Start.
How old is she right now?
She's 3.
Okay, normal school normally starts at age 6.
Monique is that's what I'm saying. So Nevaeh won't start
For 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And that's why I'm like, okay, when that time happens, it'll be a lot more easier because they both will be in school during that time. But because she's in school, but it's just not getting like enough time.
Yeah, it's only like a first steps program, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's basically first steps. You guys might call it different, but
We call it ABC Head Start.
yeah, we called it first steps here in Red Deer.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was basically, it was either pre-kindergarten. Yeah, I think it was basically pre-kindergarten.
And that's why, like, for me to get anything done, like, I feel like it's impossible because I have the kids all the time, and they're not in daycare, but they definitely are in school, but it's like I could try to get my appointments, but I know my dentist is very busy with, like, you could just, while they're in school, you could just come get your teeth done or whatever. But, like, my biggest concern is making it back on time, because sometimes I mean, I'll have the bus, but then what if, like, taking the bus, what if I was late? Because the bus is just, like,
Well, depend. Okay, but okay, there. Depending on what time, because when you make an appointment for your teeth, you can make it. You can make it as early as you want, like 8 a.m.
The problem is Monique's on her bus, right? She's on her bus about 8:45.
Okay, and how long is school for her?
And Monique's off her bus about 3:46. Then hear me out. Then Nevaeh gets on her bus about 12:46. Yeah, 12:46, maybe like 12:50.
Okay.
And then Kathy drops her off at 4:22. But then Monique's off at 3:46.
Okay, so they all get out of school between 3 and 4. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
And they take their bus at no later than noon.
Well, Monique takes the bus at 8 something. She's in school until 3 or like off her bus at 3:46. Then Nevaeh is on her bus about 12:40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They take their bus no later than noon.
Yes.
So if you were to make your appointment, is the bus stop like right near your house?
Well, it is, but it's like a 5-minute walk.
Okay, so that's only a 5-minute walk. Okay, that's not bad. So let's say.
But the problem is my dentist is further from my house.
Okay, but just listen, because I'm trying to help you here.
Mm-hmm.
So you take the bus, and if you were to take a bus there, how long would it actually take you to arrive at your appointment? Like to get to a spot that you need to be.
My appointment, so from Castle Downs to Clareview, that takes about an hour.
Okay, so.
Because I looked it up, and then it would be an hour back. So.
Okay, that's 2 hours.
Yeah, so I have to hop on the 109. Yeah, the 109 to Northgate. I could either hop on the 114 to Clareview, and then from there, I would have to take a bus that goes right by my dentist, which is going to take about an hour. But also you have to remember delays. So since winter's coming, what the bus people like to do is they like to fucking delay in the wintertime. So
Well, actually, a lot of times, I do know that there will either be a little bit of behind or a little bit ahead, depending on whoever is driving a bus.
Yeah, exactly right.
It all depends on who's driving. It's not just one or the other. It's whoever's driving will be either a little bit behind or a little bit ahead. It all depends. But if you were to get right on that bus right after dropping off your kids, like that one that would come right around the 12 o'clock one right there. Because you, in theory, you can drop off your kids and continue on to your bus stop to make that bus, is what I'm trying to say. Okay?
But Nevaeh only don't get picked up at the same bus stop. So, like, Kathy, she stops.
No, but I'm trying to help you out here. So you already know that the one kid is that kid is going to be at school before noon already. So that one's already covered, and they don't get out till after 3, so it doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
So if you get on the one that gets on the bus around noon and continue on and just...
She gets on her bus about 12:46, so it's like closer to 1.
Okay, but if that bus is early and you can catch that bus right after that, right after dropping her off and continue on to your bus stop to catch that one right before, then you can continue on and go to make your appointment and go and still have time to get back, because the appointment would be at least an hour ish, because depending on who's doing it.
So exactly. So an hour there, and then I have to wait an hour, right? I have to get an hour for the dentist.
But that's what I'm saying is, by the time you get that bus, go down to your appointment, have your appointment, and then...
But then I have to legit be in my area before 3:46.
But what I'm saying is, then you catch your bus right there at that spot to go back to your house. You'll be back in time before, because in total, the kids would be, by the time the kids actually, your one that gets off at 4 would be there. You'd still be home in time.
It's just Monique I have to be home in time for.
Yeah, okay, but that's still 3.5 hours. That's still let's say that's still what I'm saying is that's still a half an hour you would still have half an hour before she arrives, and you'd still already be at home, is what I'm saying.
Well, Nevaeh gets on her bus about 12:46, right? So closer to 1, actually. So if I have to take that bus...
But that's the one that gets off at 4.
Yes, and then I still have to be in my area before 3:46.
Okay, but I'm trying to help you, and you're not focusing on what I'm trying to say. You're focusing on the negative. You're not focusing on what I'm trying to say. Stop focusing on the negative. And listen to what I'm trying to help you with here. So if you
let's see what the trip plan, because I'm on ETS trip planning, so I can see how long it actually takes to get there.
Okay.
It's called ETS trip planning. So
yes, it's basically it's the same thing. It's Edmonton Transit Association. It's the same thing as Red Deer Transit. It's just different name.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see how long it takes to get from my house to that fucking thing. see. Let's see. Okay, it's not really showing because I guess today is not showing. Why is it not showing today? What the hell?
Because the transits aren't running because it's too late. The transits are closed right now.
Oh yeah. That makes sense. See, they did change the shit because I remember when we had this, it used to be like, okay, give us the time. Oh, it says right there. Okay, there we go. Leave now, leave at, or arrive by. Okay, so let's just. Okay, yes, we need to select a new time. Okay, so what's the time that you were? Okay, so the bus to hop at, let's say 1 o'clock. So I walked to the bus stop because the bus stop isn't far from where Nevaeh has to be picked up, right? So I walked there, so I'll just say 1 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. But I don't know, I'm checking what time that bus would come, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
And like I said, it might be early because some drivers might be earlier than others. It's not a precise thing. Sometimes some buses come earlier than others.
So the routes that it's giving me, which is really messed up anyway, it's giving me, so I have to walk 2 minutes at the bus stop, right? And then I get off at the Northgate Transit, walk about 1 minute walking to bus stop 7011. Then I take the 9 from St. Clair, this bus, and that's about, so these times are, what the hell? When I said 1 a.m., it's giving me, okay, anyway, that was it. So I would technically be, why is it fucking, this doesn't make any sense. Like, why is it fucking, like I said 1 p.m., and it's giving me, like, off times. Like, what the heck?
Just tell me what the other time is.
Yeah, hold up. Okay, this thing looks like that. Okay, let me just go back. So it's from 11:50 a.m. So 11:50 a.m. Then bus stop. So the bus. This doesn't make any sense.
You just want to read the arrival time at your destination from the 1 o'clock.
It's not the arrival time that I'm looking for because that doesn't make any sense because if Nevaeh is on her bus about 12:46 and it's giving me like times before that 12:05, like what the hell? That's not what I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to look at like times after that. I don't know what's up with this thing because I don't know. They changed their fucking shit. Let's see. If I can do it this way. I did all that. What the fuck? What's the day?
Today?
Yeah, what's the date today? Oh, it's the 10th. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I have that. There might be a glitch in that thing, to be honest. Okay, now we looking like, oh, hold on, let's just wait for fucking. Okay, there we go. Fuck, there we go. Okay, so 1:21, the bus. How do we know the bus? So at 1:21, I walk 10 minutes to the bus stop, and the arrival time will be 1:30.
So that's only 9-minute difference.
But Nevaeh. Yeah,
why are you worried about Nevaeh? She's already on her bus.
Yes, I know that, but I'm saying that she doesn't go on her bus. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so then I walk to bus stop after taking, so I have to take the 54. Okay, so that's a different bus stop. That's a way different
Yeah,
bus
that's
stop.
because you're transferring to another bus.
No, it's telling me to walk 10 minutes to stop 6169. That's not by my house. That's literally like somewhere. I don't even know where that is, but I'll figure it out. And I hop on the 54 and then stop at the West Clearview Transit. So I Yeah, and then go there, and then I take the 119 Claricel, and then I get off at stop 1753 at 50th Street, and then I walk about 1 minute away. And I won't arrive there until 2:09. And that's what I was telling you, because, okay, so I arrive there, and if that appointment is an hour, then I have to take the bus again going home, which I won't have enough time because I have to legit be back for Monique before 3:46.
Okay.
It says right here, Curtis. I'm
Oh,
looking
no,
at the
no,
time.
just... Okay. So, let's say... So you'd be done your appointment... You'd arrive at your appointment at... Would you say
2:09.
Okay, and she gets off at 3:30-ish?
Yeah, 3:46 off her bus.
Okay. So, let's say 3:30. That gives... And how long was each trip on your bus? That's what I want to know in total. It is how long each bus trip is to get to this one spot. I want to know that total first.
Okay, hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm just gonna send this to you because I took a screenshot. And I'm gonna do it the other way around. I sent it to you. So I'm gonna do it the other way around. Okay, let's see if I can...
Okay, so in theory, that's only a half an hour ride.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now it's telling me the same route. Okay, so from the dentist, so let's say my appointment was an hour, right? So at 3:24, I have to walk to the bus stop to take the 119 again. 3:34, it won't make it on time. Edmonton buses transit sucks, so the best route for me would take a cab, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but if you take the bus there, you're saving money on your trip. In theory, you're still saving a little bit of money because your bus trip will cost less than a taxi. Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
Yes.
So you take the bus one way, and then you take the taxi the other way with a direct route. One way or other, you have. So if you take the bus to your appointment, let's say you just take the bus to your appointment in general, then you save the amount of money that you would need to get a taxi. The taxi is not going to stop every half hour and stuff. The only thing the taxi is going to stop for is red lights. So in theory, the taxi should be about 20-minute drive. So you would technically be able to get home in time. So all you would have to do is pay for your bus ride there.
But would I have the money for a taxi though? That's the thing.
Well, you can ask in advance and say, before you make an appointment, you ask you ask the dispatch. I'm just asking in advance that if I was making an appointment at this spot, and I want a direct ride, and I was to pay for a ride back home, how much would it cost me to get home?
Yeah, but will I have that money though?
At that point, you don't worry about that. You just focus on how much it's going to be. Stop worrying about one thing and just focus on the one thing, which is stop worrying about, if I'm going to have it or not. Just focus on how much it's going to be first, and then you can save up to make that appointment. You can make that appointment in advance. You can make appointments 6 months in advance. So you have 6 months to make that kind of money up.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So let's say...
I don't know, because, I feel like for me, that's why I want Fridays to my fucking self, because...
No! Okay, but you can make the appointment for a Friday. Whenever your dentist asks you when you want to make your next appointment, yes? Your dentist will always ask you when you want to make your next appointment.
that's why I'm saying to you, Curtis, is that
Okay, but what I'm saying is, when the dentist asks you what day you want to make your appointment, you tell them, I want to make the appointment for Friday afternoon at this time.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm going back to court, because Nathaniel's not giving me the Fridays that I should be able to get shit done. Do you know what I mean? So that's why.
Well, then that's on him. That has nothing to do with the dentist or you. That's on him. Stop worrying about what that they say and just say, you know, this is what we're gonna do.
I know, but that's why I'm going back to court, so I can actually get my Fridays, because his parenting time is at 1:30, right? So after 1:30, he should be responsible for the kids, right?
Well, if it's for the whole weekend, yes.
Exactly. Shit. So I need to ask you, you're smart as fuck, Curtis. Has he been breaching the order? It seems like, because
okay, so I'll just ask this simple question. On the days that he's supposed to take the kids, after they get off school, has he been taking the children right after school? That's all I'm gonna ask.
Yes.
So how has he been getting the kids after school?
I dropped them off.
Then technically, no, he's not.
But in our parenting...
No, see, then he is not doing it right. Because if he is getting his kids, then technically, what I'm saying is, once it's his time, so it's Friday and it's his time with his kids. So in theory, once his time starts, technically you shouldn't have to do anything. You should be...
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't be picking them up and dropping them off to him. He should be grabbing them himself, because it's technically his time frame, not your time frame, his. So technically he is not doing it right, and he is technically breaching his contract. Yes, you are right.
Yes, that's what Cassie said too. Cassie's like, because I'll show you. Can I send you the parenting?
Yeah, send me it. I'll go through it.
This phone is just being fucking...
I'll go through it, and I'll tell you if what he's doing wrong.
He's definitely breaching the order, right? Because once at 1:30, it says 1:30 because Cassie...
I got it. Okay. What are you doing now? Good. That's a deal, shit. Alright, I like that. So, because his time starts at 1:30 and the kids are in school, and he said they get out at 3:30. Okay, so those coincide with this time frame. So it's not. So because of that, in theory, it shouldn't have anything to do with you while they're in school on that time frame, because it's still under his frame. So he has to pick up kids within his order. Yeah, so in theory, you shouldn't have to be picking them up, because that's not your time frame, that's his. He has to be the one to do it. So by making you do that, he's already in breach of his contract. Okay, but I'm not talking about the pick up and drop off for Sunday. I'm talking about the Friday. This has nothing to do with the pick up and drop off on Sunday. Well, because we are still small. So that doesn't apply. That doesn't apply. He's breaching his contract. Because the time frame that they get out of school, he should be responsible to pick them up and take them home. It's his time frame, not yours. It has nothing to do with you after 1:30. So after 3:36, he should be picking up his kids, taking them home, and spending the rest of the weekend. And because he's not doing that, he's breaching his contract. Yes, from whatever location you guys choose. But it's Friday, that doesn't matter because it's not your time frame.
Well, yeah, they will encourage education.
But they encourage you to pick up your children on your time frame.
Exactly. Bing, bing, bing. That's what I got.
Because that's the same with. Okay, so when was Shayna's time frame again? Okay, so technically Shayna's time frame was not during the school week.
Yeah.
But if it was on her time, she would be responsible picking him up after school and taking him home.
Exactly.
Just like the Saturdays when she picks him up from here, when she used to have him, she would pick him up from here. She would have to physically, when she was living. Okay, so when she was living basically on the street behind us.
Yeah.
She would have to walk over here and pick him up physically and then take him home. That's her time frame. So she has to walk over here and pick him up from my house.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And like when she was living in those apartments, in the same apartments as Kirk at the time, she had to get a ride to come and get him and then drive him home to her apartment.
It makes me wonder if the judge is gonna ask, like, how come you, like, if it says 1:30 that you get your kids, I wonder if they're gonna ask him, how come you haven't been doing that slack? Why are you breaching the order? Because it says 1:30.
And then when she brings him home at 8 o'clock, it's her responsibility to drop him off at the house.
Yeah.
Like whether or not she stays and watches him walk up to the door or not, that's completely up to her because at 8 o'clock her time frame is over.
Yeah, but the thing is, wouldn't the judge ask him to be like, you get the kids at 1:30, they're in school while that's still your time frame. They're gonna ask you, would they ask him to be like, how come you're not picking them up from school or their bus stops? That's your time, that's your parenting time.
In theory, that's what the judge should be asking, yes.
Yeah, they will. I feel like they will ask that, and if he says, well, I don't have a way to get them to school or to get them I'll tell the judge that he's on freaking H. He gets the bus pass fucking program thing. He can do it. He's
just don't. When you're doing that, just don't directly interrupt the judge. Just raise your hand and say, "Judge, I'd like to add something," but don't just physically go and interrupt as he's making those statements. Just make sure to tell your judge. Just be like, have your hand up and say, Judge, I'd like to add something to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't have to be too aggressive about it. You just have to be like, yes, but I would like to add something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make sure you're cordial, that you're polite to the judge when if he asks that.
Because even Kaz Cassie said it too, because Cassie was like, "Oh shit," and then Michael said the same thing, and my mom kind of put it out there and said, "Technically, he's breaching the order."
Yeah, he is. He is. He's busy. It's not technically. It's not technically. It is. He's breaching the order. There is no technicality about it.
Because he can't sit there and say, "Well, the kids should go to school." Okay, yes, you only have one freaking day to pick them up from school.
Yeah.
Yes, and the school has the order. Nevaeh school has the order, so they know that he's supposed to have the kids on at 1:30 every Fridays.
Yes.
So this whole entire time, they've been making me feel like I was a piece of shit. Like, oh, if you don't get them to school, then you're a bad parent. But really,
No, that has nothing to do with after school. Getting them to school is, yes, during the time that they're supposed to be getting to school, then that is technically still on your time frame.
And then what I was told is that he's going to request a time change where I have to drop off the kids at 5 p.m. after they're done school. But I'm going to fight that and say, no, I have health issues now that I need to deal with, because it's one day of the week. How many days out of the week that I only have Fridays to myself to be able to do these appointments, because he's already clarified with me that he doesn't want to take the girls on the days he doesn't have them. So I feel like the judge might resign.
Well, and the thing is, the judge is going to be like, well, why don't you want to have more time with your children? That's what the judge is going to ask him.
Exactly.
Because I guarantee you, the judge is going to come up and be like, well, why are you asking for more time? Because Shayna has always been like, told me that, you know, if there's anything I need to do or whatever, that she's more than welcome to have more time. Nothing that's like, it's not like that my mom and dad don't want to look after AJ or whatever if I have to go somewhere, but they would be my ride anyway. AJ would be coming with me any other way if Shayna doesn't have time to take him. But she is going to always ask for time. Any parent that's separated from the child is going to ask for more time from the person that they have the child with. And if he's going to be like, well, it's not my time. Well, then why aren't you asking for more time? That's what the judge is going to be like. Like, if he comes out with being, well, that's not my allotted time with my children, and the judge being like, why does that matter? Why aren't you asking to spend more time with them? Any normal parent is going to beg for more time with their children. Like, you know, doctor's appointment, dentist appointments, and you know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm asking. If he's not willing to take the initiative to take the girls extra days, even while they're in school, like extra days on the days he doesn't have the kids, why am I gonna put myself through that fucking drama? Okay, but then you look at it this way as well, okay? You gotta look at it through this standard as well. If he doesn't want his children on extra days, then why would the judge want to reside and try and give him 50-50? If he's not going the extra mile to get extra days with his children, why would you give that person 50-50?
Exactly, because they're gonna be like, you're inconsistent, you're not reliable. There's no way in hell that I